The Not Again SU protest movement has the attention of New York lawmakers. Good evening. I'm Jack Watson.
And I'm Connor White. High-profile figures in New York State politics came to the sit-in protest at the Barnes Center here on campus. Just this weekend, Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh, State Senator Rachel May, and State Assemblymember Pam Hunter spoke to protesters. They offered statements of support for the movement and for students.
CitrusTV reached out to both New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand and New York 24 Representative John Katko. They sent us statements condemning the recent acts of racism and anti-Semitism on campus.
Talking Points analyst Brandon Ross is here with more on the response to events here on campus. Now, Brandon, how have they actually responded to what's happening here?
So the local officials that have been sort of centering around this case, ranging from Mayor Ben Walsh to other local representatives, a lot of them have actually come through to the Barnes Center and expressed wide range of support.
Just because it is the status quo or just because it's always been that way doesn't mean it's the way it should be. And the fact that you all are here demanding change and saying the status quo is not acceptable, that's the only way we move forward. So,
what's happened on campus over the course of the last week is part of a very disturbing pattern of incidents and behaviors and conditions that need to change. And it shouldn't be up to the students to change them. It shouldn't be up to the students to be the ones to say they need to change. But unfortunately it is. And these students are setting the example for all of us. I think that's amazing, and I wanted to be here to show support.
I definitely think that if this is what the students who are here are asking for, and especially as it relates to resources for organizations of color on the campus and resources relative to mental health services, which seems to be a big issue, not only on this campus but across the country, we need to be able to identify those resources and get that right.
And that's in order: Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh, congressional candidate Dana Balter, and Assembly Member Pam Hunter giving statements in regard. And John Katko, congressman from New York's 24th District, also released a statement condemning these attacks, saying, and I quote, "The unlawful messages of hate that have appeared on Syracuse University's campus have no place in our community." He went on to add that Syracuse University has long welcomed students, teachers, and visitors from around the globe, and it's critical that it remains a safe and tolerant place.
Now, Brandon, we're hearing from those lawmakers and potential lawmakers, but what about here at SU? How are administrators responding here?
So Chancellor Ken Syverud is at the apex of this. He has been told that he needs to either meet the protesters' demands by 5 p.m. or check that 7 p.m. now on Wednesday, or else they will call for him to resign. And as of right now, he has expressed wide support for a number of the measures, namely counselors for international students with more language fluency. However, on other areas, he's been less clear.
All right, Brandon, a lot to look forward to this week especially. Brandon, thank you very much.